up, y'all?
Yo.
Ryan with Nameless Entertainment. Boizee.
Boizee.
Sorry.
No, it's cool.
Slacking on the names. I figured we'd come and talk to y'all, let you know a little bit more about this man, since, well, he's local and supports your local music, because if you don't, who the fuck will? So, somebody's got to do it. So what we're going to do is we'll start off with what everybody probably wants to know. How did you come up with the moniker Boizee?
Man, Boizee. First off, when I started rapping, it was really a cliche name, man. It was my name was Boss, and what happens is you start rapping, man, and you start creating music, and you build on that name, and it turns into really its own entity.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And I knew the more I took it serious, the more I was like, you know, it's such a cliche name. I got to take myself serious. You know, the more I move forward with that name, or move forward with music in general, I knew I had to get more serious and get to a name where I knew it was gonna just be me.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Stick out.
And so Boizee, honestly, just kind of popped in my head. It was close to the name Boss. I wanted to keep it something similar, just not change up so much.
Yep.
But you know, and the meaning of Boizee is wooded area, and I mean, really, that's where I came from, man. I grew up in the woods, and so you know, and the spelling, you know, I changed up the spelling on it, and you know, it's a French word. I'm French, so it really corresponds with who I am.
Yep.
Definitely
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see. How about what are you hoping to accomplish with your music, and how do you plan to make that happen locally and possibly nationally?
All right, man. That's a great question. You know, man, it's always. I mean, music is a straight passion of mine, and you know, I make music for the love of the music. You know, I have to write something I enjoy doing. I like wordplay. You know, I like putting words together in a way that is so savvy and in a way that's so creative that I know that the normal person couldn't do what I do, if you will. Yep. And so, just with that said, you know, anyone that listens to my music is a blessing. You know, and so I've only grown in that sense. I've only grown in the sense that you know, it's a blessing to have 5 people listen to my song. Yep. You know, that I've taken so much time on, and it's a blessing to have, you know, to have 20 people at a show. You know, even if it's just 20 people, it's 20 people at a show coming to see me.
You, yeah.
And you know what I mean? And 200 views on YouTube. You know, nothing huge, but you know, that's 200 people that listen to my song. And so I guess it's what I want to accomplish is to continue to grow from there. You know what I mean? Yep. And make sure that the words that I say actually, I mean, they mean something. Yep. They're deep lyrics, and you know, the people that appreciate that, that's a complete blessing to me. Yep. And you know, and that's what pushes me to keep thriving, and I only know that I'm going to grow from there.
Fair enough. And side note, March 2nd, if you're in Maine, or if you're coming to Maine, come out and see this dude at Sapphire. That dude will be
March 2nd.
in this bitch too.
March 2nd, Brody James.
Yeah, hey.
Shout out, Brody.
What's up, man? Fuck yeah, man.
Definitely.
Hey, look, follow my guy Boizee, man. Facebook.com/Boizee, BOIZE.
Do we got any followers
07
or viewers? I mean,
I don't know. Ask some shit. Do some shit. Yeah, we're hanging out on this Thursday
we're
night.
Just chilling, man. We're
just hanging out, kicking it.
Just waiting for the Super Bowl to happen. Hopefully, get a Patriots victory on there.
Yeah,
see, look, my whole life, my mom always told me, she raised me right. She's like, there's only 2 things in the world you can't talk about with people. That's politics and sports. But Patriots.
Yep.
Pretty much.
All day.
We out here.
Yeah.
So,
shout out to the viewers that are on Facebook Live, man. shout Ryan Wing, Swing Through.
Nameless Entertainment, bitch.
Anything we can do to help promote local music and maybe being a part of the scene as well, that's all good in my
See, but in my opinion though, that's what's dope though. Is like nobody's doing what you guys are doing or what you're doing. It's like there's just like there's nobody out here actually trying to get in depth with locals and national names like you guys did. Cess Crew, you know what I'm saying? And then you're doing Boizee right now, like you know what I mean? And fucking. It's just dope. Like we understand, like as artists, other artists are out there, but no one does this. Like no one interviews local fucking artists. No one does that. So that's dope. That's why the fuck we wanted to do this.
And that's just
I appreciate you.
That's pure appreciation on my part. To have you guys come out.
Fuck yeah, no one does that shit.
And have the experience that you guys have, and have guys like us that are fairly new in the scene to push us along, man, and give us encouragement.
Yeah. Now, to the people that haven't heard your music, how would you describe your verbal flow, if you will, to the person that hasn't heard you before?
Word.
Homicidalish?
Verbal flow. No, man, it's homicidal. Man, that's a great question. I think, it's just a different flow. It's just unorthodox, I would say. You know what I mean?
Yep, for sure. It's unique. I'll give you that.
I like to. I do like to go with the beat, man, and I like to definitely switch it up. And I mean, I'd switch it up like 5 or 6 different times on one beat, and just keep it so that you have no idea what I'm coming at you with. And so it's definitely unorthodox in that sense. I like to keep my fans on their toes. I like to keep them. I want them to press play and think like, man, Boizee, like, what is he coming out with next? You know what I mean? Like, what has he got next? Because it's gonna be something that you haven't heard before. It's gonna give you a feel of something that you really get into it. I get into my music. I get into I emphasize everything that I say. And if I want my audience to really, really feel something by the time my song ends, and let you know that Boizee, he brought a quality track.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. People will always remember how you made them feel.
Right. Definitely. That's music.
Art.
That's music.
Right. Yep.
Music's got to make you feel some type of way. Sad. Happy. Get you from sitting down to jumping up out of your seat and just but that's music, and that's what my expectations are as an artist is to it's got to be different, man. It's got to be different. It can't be the ordinary shit, and I'll do what it takes to switch it up and keep you on your toes.
Right. Keep people listening. Yeah. Now it's no secret that you're a part of Gut Inc. Of course, you're strong local team. But what makes you different from the other artists in Gut Inc.?
That's a great question.
It is dope.
There's so many. I mean, it's not to take away from anyone. Brody James right here, man. He's top level shit. Shout out Examiner. Shout out Fate. And shout out Lupo.
Fuck yeah.
Lupo. Yep.
DJ Lupo. Shit.
Cartoon wants to know why you don't have him on a feature yet.
Boom!
That's
boom! I love that shit. Like, burn!
No,
that's a good one. I like that. You gotta do that
let's
shit.
Make
That'd
that
be
happen.
sick as
Let's
fuck.
make that happen.
That's
man.
awesome.
But what makes me different from other Gutter Inc. artists, man? I feel like I feel like I'm definitely, like I said in the last question, I can really switch it up on you.
Yep.
And I don't claim to be like hard, you know what I mean? But I can do a hard track, and I can take you there emotionally. And I don't claim to be soft, but again, I can take you there.
Yep.
I can take you there emotionally, and I like to do that. I don't like to. Again, not to take away from anyone from Gutter Inc.
No, fuck no. Just do
But
shit.
that's all respect.
Yeah, fuck
but
no. Hold on, real quick.
Word.
As an outsider listening in, like, honestly, not to just butt in and be like, I'm taking over.
No.
No, I'm taking over.
Do your thing.
But look, no, for real though, when I found the kid, like I don't want to say I found the kid, but like when I heard his music for the first time, it was different. Like when I make music, like I don't care if I'm sad, angry, depressed, happy. Like everything's expressed with aggression. If you know my music, everything's like I want to punch your teacher or grandmother. You just don't know what to do. But this guy right here, every time I've heard him, it's like the difference I think between him and anybody on Gutted Inc. is everyone has their own lane, but he has that more of a. I feel the dude's life. Like I know how bad he wants it in his lyrics. Like the songs he makes, like the way he says it, I can feel it. You know what I mean? Like that's why I got attracted to his music. Everything he does comes from the heart, but you can hear it. And unlike me, I do metaphors like every blah blah blah. This motherfucker will straight up tell you on it. You know what I mean? Like that shit's retarded, man. First time I ever heard, what is it? Was it Boizee at your service? He's
360.
He's like sipping, so he's speaking curse. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Anyway, I'm not going to carry on anymore. Go on.
Yeah, shout out Cuddy, dude. Shout out Cuddy. He's going to be on the show March 2nd, Sapphire. Come out, man. Center Street in Auburn. But back to the question. What was the question, man?
It was what makes you different.
What makes you different?
You pretty much nailed that.
No, I'm just
Fair point.
Definitely. But you know, I feel like the flow. Again, you won't know what kind of flow I'm gonna come at you with, or what type of feel of track I'm gonna come at you with. You know, it's gonna be, you know, really whatever. It's gonna have I'm gonna have a feel good track. I'm gonna have a very happy track. I'm gonna have a track that probably put you into tears. And, you know, just all these different emotions I'm gonna capture, and you know. I like my creativity to go there. You know what I mean? Because you know I'm not just one thing, man. Like I'll put it out there like I'm an emotional guy. So you know I'm gonna touch on all those different emotions and bring you in and really make you feel my music, man. So
absolutely.
And I feel like that's a quality that I bring that's positive to Gutted Inc.
X.
Definitely.
That kind of leads into the next one. How do you, actually maybe this is a question for both of y'all, as a person or an artist yourself, how do you plan to enrich the main local music scene?
That's a good question.
As a person and maybe as Gutted Inc. total.
Well, I'll go first, if you will. First of all, I got so much respect for the main music scene, and like I told you, you know, behind the scenes, I've been a part of this scene for, I would say, you know, a good 3 years, and only growing from there. And I feel like in Maine itself, I mean, I feel like I'll enrich the scene by just being real, man. Just by sticking to who I am, what I know, and not. I mean, anyone will know, especially nowadays in rap. You got so many guys that just almost want, you know, they're just playing around in a sense. They're really, you know, they're not themselves, and you got a lot of rappers that just want to rap. And I really feel like what I bring to the table in the scene is real music, is me being real as an artist, and letting you know that, you know, again, you're gonna feel my music, and music is about emotion, and just as long as you're real, with the music, real with you know, everyone as a person, as a real person, you know, you're gonna be respected. You know what I mean? And respect is huge, and Maine needs that. Maine needs that because Maine itself, in my eyes, isn't taking serious.
Totally disconnected from the rest of the country.
Definitely, it's not taken serious, and again, a lot of that is in my opinion, being fake. You know, throwing records out that you'll know if you really mean so. If you're hearing a song, you know, you'll know that person really means it, or that person's not. You know, you won't feel it if the person's not feeling it. You know, the people that are actually saying those lyrics. You know what I mean? And I'll let you know that I feel every single thing, and I'm truthful with every single thing that I put out, and the quality of the tracks that I put out. And just as long as you stick by that, you know, you can only gain the respect of the peers that are in the scene, in the music scene in Maine, and it'll only grow from there if you stay true to yourself.
Yep. Shout out to Gutta Inc. for not needing a gimmick to make music.
No.
For real though.
Yeah.
Now, besides music, because clearly that's your thing, what do you do when you're not making music?
Dog. Music,
Eating chips.
eating shit,
Eating chips, yep.
having a couple
You just
drinks.
don't care, dude. You just don't- That's awesome.
What do I do, man? I love sports.
Yep.
Sports was, and still is. I mean, it's gotta be tied with music, but my first love.
Yep.
Football, my first love. And for those of you who don't know, I grew up playing sports, and that's what I took serious before my music, and so my music is really my sport now.
Yep.
Coming out of school, pursuing the dream of music that I have. But man, I throw hoops.
Yep.
I do that all summer, man. Football, I'll pass in the yard with my son. It's always sports. So any kind of sports, any type of activity outside. I like to be an outside person.
Yep.
Definitely an outside person. Yeah, man. Definitely.
So-
Shouts to that Pats, man. Let's go for 6.
Absolutely.
Let's
You
go
need
for
more.
6.
You need more than one hand for all
Yeah.
the rings.
Brady's gonna get another finger tattoo.
If anybody can grow another finger, it's Tom Brady.
Tom Brady for president.
Jesus.
Now, since
For real.
music is a hobby for some, others, it's a job. That ties in kind of with the, gaming. People do that as a hobby.
Yeah,
People
well-
do that for jobs. PlayStation or Xbox.
Oh.
I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I feel
gonna
like
be- are we
whichever
gonna be
way I
friends
go,
after
bro. But I remember when PlayStation, the original PlayStation came out, like PS2. Man, I owned that, and I loved it, man. Before that, I had Nintendo 64, bro.
Yep.
And so I remember when 360 came out. My brother got a 360. He had his own job at that point, and he bought his own 360. And that was when my siblings had money or whatever. And so he had NBA Live, and I thought that was the sickest thing. And I played that, man, and I just fell in love with the Xbox. Is literally so simple. The controls to the Xbox,
Yep.
I think, are better than PlayStation. So I stayed on Xbox up through. And I'm not much of a gamer, man. Don't claim me as a gamer by any means. But my pastime is, if you're getting into gaming, I'll play the sports games. I'll play Madden. Anyone want to face me at Madden? Come at me. Come at me. Boizee Mike spit on Xbox.
Good aim 247x365 Xbox.
But PlayStation,
Shameless
I never
self-promotion.
really cared. I tried playing Madden on on PlayStation, and it wasn't working out, man.
Yeah.
It's literally simply as simple as the controls to it.
No
So,
doubt. Yep.
Yeah, so it's Xbox, man.
Fair
But
enough.
I know them
Same
PlayStation.
here, same here.
Right, I know them PlayStation guys. I know they'll kill me on that one.
Now, other than your own music, because clearly you love what you do, and you love what your boys do.
Yeah,
you know?
man.
Outside of that, if you had to pick one genre of music, other than what you do,
Other than rap.
that would be your favorite, what would you say?
I feel like, man, I grew up. Listen, man, I grew up on some classic country. I'm talking about real classic, real country. Johnny Cash, that type of shit. My dad was into that, and that was dope to me. I got a taste of what real country was, because trust me, especially country nowadays, it's switched
Country
up
pop? Yeah.
it's switched up like a lot of other genres have, and I cherish the times with my dad and listening to country, man, and that classic country. My mom used to bang out to like classic rock, dude.
Yep.
Classic rock
Yep.
was the shit. So I'd have to pick that just because it's that head bobbing, like, get you going type shit.
Old classic reminds me of work.
But man, coming from a household that listened to, you know, classic country and classic rock, I was always like, it really wasn't ever my style. Like, you know, I knew rap and I knew like a pop sound was more my taste, and that's why I got, you know, I fell in love with rap.
Yep.
And it was my own thing. I didn't even have it in my household. No one was playing it in my household, and I kind of introduced it to myself, if you will. But I'd have to say, you know, some AC/DC.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's a good choice.
So,
for sure.
yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Now, because I'm sure the dude behind the camera, Alex over there, and you, we all get lazy as fuck sometimes.
I'm lazy right now.
We'll sit on the couch.
We're chilling. We're chilling, man.
We all got that go-to movie. You know, that movie that can take you out of that shitty mood and put you onto a different planet. What is your favorite movie?
Boom. Favorite. My favorite, dude. I'm gonna pour a glass. Where's my shit? Now? I'm gonna pour a glass real quick. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm not too much of a movie guy. My favorite movie, I guess, man, would have to be The Town.
Yep.
The Town, man.
Awesome movie.
Ben Affleck.
Awesome movie.
I'm sorry.
Relatively
That's
local
just-
to our area.
That shit's
too.
dangerous.
Yep.
But I like action movies. I like action movies, man. It's gotta action movies. I like comedy. Horror movies. It's gotta be real good for me to watch. You know, you gotta impress me with a horror movie.
Yep.
It can be cheesy.
Yep.
But The Town would definitely be one of them.
Shout
Again,
out Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck, yeah. Shout out Boston.
Batfoot!
Boston. It takes place in Boston, and so that's one of my favorite things about it. I like I like cheesy movies like fucking Pineapple Express.
I was gonna say that, but I was
Pineapple
gonna
Express is
I'll go Pineapple Express.
cut me up whenever you fucking want, bro. Like,
Jeez.
you know, and I like the Taken movies.
Yep.
First one being the best,
Of course.
But Liam Neeson is just.
A badass.
He's cold, man. Like, he's just too hard on any movie he's in, man. He plays this cold guy. But man, again, I like comedies. I like cheesy shit like Rush Hour. You know what I mean? Rush Hour's sick.
Anything with Jackie Chan is probably a safe.
Yeah.
I was thinking Smokey. Anything with Smokey's the fuck.
For real.
Damn.
But, yeah, I'd have to go like a really Die Hard.
Yep.
Die Hard series
That's
is dope.
way too strong.
But I'd have to go with The Town because it's a bad movie, badass. I love badass. I love action. So
Yep.
that's what I like.
Fair enough. Well, that's all I have for you personally. I think we already answered maybe a question from somebody out there, so that's cool. Anything you want to say before we end this?
Man.
Other than to tell people to go see you March 2nd
March
at
2nd.
Sapphire. It's free. You have no reason not to be there to support this man.
All right, man. And I appreciate it. Any support, I appreciate. You know, he's gonna be the host of the night. Shout out Brody James. We got artists like Examiner. We got Fizz. We got Cutboy Noon. We got
Tony Tellum.
man.
Yeah, Kid Second that
Some
bitch.
special Tech.
Yeah, Second that bitch.
Lupo's in that bitch. Lupo's
Yeah,
been
Lupo
on the
kills
table,
shit.
man. But come through March 2nd, Sapphire, man, and it's always a great night. You know, we always have to just, again, if it's 20 people, we're gonna shut shit down. If it's 30, 40, 50, we don't care, you know.
Dude, if your mom swings through for an after-work drink, I'm gonna shut shit down.
You know, and it's gonna be fun. Again, free admission, no admission. So, you know, we're in for a good night.
So buy this
We're
man
gonna-
a drink.
Fuck yeah.
And me too, if you could, like, if you got enough. But no, look, we love you as much as he loves chips, man. For real.
And shout out to all my Boizee fans. Shout out to Gutta Inc. Shout out to, again, you know, all the support. It's all love, man. And hey, we're only gonna go up from here. So
Fuck yeah, man.
appreciate you guys.
All right, that's all we got for y'all. Till next time, Nameless.
Boizee.
We out.